So if you've ever worked with me in person at all, you know that I'm pretty obsessed with feet, and for good reason. They are the foundation of everything, and all of our problems will either start there or will show up there in subtle to not so subtle ways. So the feet also happen to be usually the most neglected part of our body in any kind of movement system, and in general life, they're the most imprisoned part of our body, unless you're like me and refuse to wear shoes except when it's absolutely necessary, and I hope more of you are doing that more and more. So today, I'm going to go through some really basic happy feet exercises, and this video was inspired by a person in the Circle of Trees who brought up some issues she's having with her feet that are also showing up now in her calves and higher up, because again, feet are the foundation, and whatever's going on there is going to affect everything else. Everything else is going to affect the feet. So, to start, get something flat. You can use an exercise band or even just a t-shirt, but flatten it out because any wrinkles are basically cheating. Lean back and begin to attempt to pick up this flat object. I've had students who absolutely can't do this. They just don't have any access to their toes. They've stopped working basically, maybe from years in high heels especially. So just continue to attempt to pick this up. From the time I was little, I picked up everything and anything I could with my feet that was on the floor. I always said it was because I was too lazy to stoop down, but now I know that it was actually a good thing. So just keep picking it up and letting it go, and picking it up and letting it go. And at some point when you pick it up, squeeze really hard as if you're turning your foot into a fist. And this might create some tension, or it might create, when your toes go very stiff. So just stop and maybe do a little stretching or rub your little toes, they love that. And then start over again and do the other side. And for the brevity of the video, I'm only going to do one side of things. So, next, foot flexes. Sit in staff pose. Try to sit up as high as you can. Try to actually use your glutes. Put the strap or a cloth, a towel even would work for this, around the top of the foot. Catch the toes. You're not trying to pull or give yourself any more extreme resistance. You're just doing a little bit of resistance. Sit up straight. Use your abdominals. Continue to breathe. Relax your shoulders down your back. Stay in parallel, meaning that the feet are parallel to each other. And begin to activate the thigh. It'll give you a little space underneath the heel to work. And then just start to push through your band, pointing the foot. And instead of thinking about pointing the toes, think about pulling the heel through the front. That's where the action should be happening. You want to start using that arch of the foot more that doesn't get used very much because of all the shoe support that we wear. And then pause, and I want you to take the inside of your thigh, right above your knee, and roll it out so that you get this turnout, but you get it from the hip. And then start to do it again. Just point and flex. Effort in both. The flex is not just a relaxation. We're trying to flex the foot back further than it normally would go. When you're done with that on both sides, of course, always, come onto your back. And I want you to do it in the air. And again, parallel, point, and flex. And really extend through the whole of the leg. I see a lot of this. Try to get the leg as straight as you can. Try to point the foot from the hip. So you're feeling the entire leg pointing to the sky. And then again, take the inside of the thigh and roll it to get some turnout. And just do that again. I've actually had low back pain, and I instinctively got on the floor and did this, and my low back felt better. So once you're done with that, come back up. And we're going to sit on our feet. So get the toes as spread as you can on the floor. Feet rather close together is better. And then just sit on your heels. This will open up the bottoms of your feet, and it might feel very intense, and from day to day it can feel very different. And just try to relax, which the longer you go, the harder it will be to relax. Breathing, relaxing the upper body, trying not to grip anywhere. If this is too much, just come forward and stretch the feet with some weight in your fingertips or your hands. And progressively over time, put more and more weight onto the feet. And stay longer and longer, of course. There are days when I feel this immediately after 30 seconds I'm whining. Now today my feet feel super open, so I feel like I could sit here for a few minutes. When you come out of this, come forward, flatten the feet, and just kind of hit them. Trust me, it'll feel good. And we'll do one final thing. Again, this is just starter foot care. Come up into a squat, as wide as it needs to be comfortable, and I actually want you to be up on the balls of your feet. And I don't want any weight, so you're kind of holding yourself up, fingertips to the ground, and just begin to dig the balls of the feet into the ground to turn the ankles. And then go the other way. And the first way you chose, your body chose the easy way. The second way will feel difficult. You'll wonder why your feet are not cooperating. But get the weight off of yourself again. And just keep digging the toes into the ground. And then come out of that, and that is really basic, healthy, happy feet. And I'll be making many more feet-related videos in the future, I'm sure. Thank you.